Sarah Butler returns as Jennifer Hills in I Spit on Your Grave, #3, Vengeance is Mine. And we're going to talk about this movie on the other side. Hello, welcome to Showtime. And today we're going to talk about I Spit on Your Grave 3, Vengeance is Mine. Now I saw the original 2010 I Spit in Your Grave, and I found that movie to be a very effective horror revenge movie. Just because of the subject and what the victim had to go through to arrive at that point, to execute revenge on those victims. And if you've seen the movie, you'll understand what I'm talking about and why. It's not your usual horror movie where somebody just goes around hacking people to pieces for no reason, appearing in windows with a mask or something, or some urban legend. This is more a subject that is a lot more realistic, happens every day, unfortunately, to women, men and children, and it puts this suffering and this subject in the limelight, not hidden away in some dark corner. A lot of people don't like to discuss this subject, but it's been happening for thousands of years, and I believe the director and the writers handled this movie very, very well, the first movie in 2010. And the way that I was rooting for her, because actually Sarah Butler, I was going to say her character name Jennifer Hill, but the actress Sarah Butler, I would like to see her in more movies, because her reaction and her acting, because for me acting is reacting. That's what, I believe is a good actress or a good actor. And she reacted so well to this situation, even though it's a movie is it's staged. Everything is artificial, from the lighting to the costumes to the tone. And when I see someone in this profession doing such a good job, it just catches my eye. I love watching movies and I like to be entertained so well. And you only can do so much with a script and a director when you have a melting pot where everybody is just working together as a unique entity to produce something of quality. You hit the jackpot, and they nailed it with the first movie. That movie, the first one, I would give it a 9 out of 10, because it's not your typical horror movie, and it's a horror revenge movie. So it gets a nice 9, the original one in 2010. The sequel, I Spit on Your Grave 2, I didn't find it so well written or executed. Yes, the only original part of the movie was it was taken out of the US and into a European country. And if I remember rightly, this European country was Bulgaria. So, yeah, without going into too much details, if you haven't seen the first movie and the second movie, that more or less is, part of the plot. It's not the meat on the bone, but it's part of it. But it didn't really, I wasn't left with that same effect after watching the movie, the same reaction to the first movie. So I would give it a 6. Just the most original point of it is just being out of the US. I like when movies move away from the US, because not everything just happens in America. We live on this planet, and you know, there's cool things and sad things happening all over the world, not just in America. And here we are. I've watched yesterday I Spit on Your Grave, and for the third movie, it really got me. It really was done in such a good way. The production, the way it was written, the directing, the actors, and Sarah Butler comes back to play the role of Jennifer Hill, and she does it so well, and it's written so well also, because it's not your typical horror slasher movie. That's what I like about I Spit on Your Grave, this trilogy now, because it's not the cliche horror movie. This girl the character is reacting to the unspeakable, disgusting events that have happened in her life, unfortunately, in this movie. So whatever she's doing is based on what she's been through, traumatized. So when you're watching this movie, from my opinion, you have to take that into consideration. And it's done so well. She's not made into a superhero, you know, that she's just, you know, because she's been through a traumatic event, so for some reason she has to go and learn jiu-jitsu or kung fu and, you know, dress up in a mask and be running around the city. No, it's not that kind of movie, you know. Thank God it's not that type of movie. The script writers and the directors didn't go in that direction. Thank God. Thank you. It wasn't done in that way. It's done in a realistic way that maybe somebody who has that kind of experience would live their daily life, and it is done in a believable way. The only, I wouldn't say negative, the only part of this movie that didn't convince me was the detective. There was a male detective, Malin, or something like that. If you watch the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. I didn't find his character convincing. It was just the actor. I just found him a one-dimensional character. Very, 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 you know, two-dimensional, and nothing really more to that. And sorry guys, yeah, on the other video there was the helicopter, and now we got the gardener cutting the grass downstairs. So I'm very sorry about that if you can hear the guy cutting the grass. But anyway, back to this review. I didn't find the detective, the male detective, very convincing in what he was doing. I just couldn't find him believable in his role. So I'm gonna give this movie, because usually a third movie loses its energy, loses the originality that the first movie started. And with this movie, it comes out on top, very, very fresh. You know, very fresh, very original, and taking this character, Jennifer Hills, in a direction that I didn't think. When I was watching this movie, I couldn't predict anything. And the director was so clever. They just keep giving you flashes of her mind, what, you know, she would do in a different situation, and what was, and there's going to be a spoiler here, a really big one, what was really, if you don't want to know this spoiler, you don't want to, don't watch it, don't continue watching this video. Press pause, go and watch the movie, and then come back here. Don't. If you haven't seen the movie yet, please don't go ahead and listen to this spoiler, because it's really going to spoil it for you. And I really want you to enjoy this movie, because it's a really great movie, really. And so usually when you have like the dream sequence, or somebody having a flashback, or usually it's there's an effect on the film, or it's in black and white, or there's filters put on the sound, and just to allow the audience to understand there's something different going on here. It's a dream, it's a flashback. But the directors were so clever, and the writers, and whoever decided to go in that direction, there's none of that. So you just don't know what is real and what is going on in her head. And that really catches you off guard. It really does. You really can't predict it. You really don't know. So that makes it so fun and entertaining. And at the end of the day, why do we watch a movie? To be entertained. And this is one of the good movies of this year, which has been done in such a good way. And I really wish that other directors and screenwriters and producers take this movie, watch it, and assimilate all the good things about this movie, and start making movies in this way. Because a movie can be good if it's not like the original movie. That's it. Too many times Hollywood are trying to make movies on the success of the first movie, and just keeping themselves in the ball without branching out. You've got to, if you want to be a filmmaker, you've got to think out of the box to be original. That's why in the 80s, so many movies were so successful. Back to the Future, Ghostbusters, Terminator, because they were thinking out of the box. Okay, let's not talk about Terminator Genesis or Terminator Salvation. Oh my God. Let's not talk about those movies. They are horrible. But anyway, this movie is really very, very, very good. I'm giving my honest opinion here. I don't want to waste your time. I love watching movies like you guys. I like to be entertained. Go and watch this movie if you like a revenge horror movie. That makes sense. I'm going to give this movie a 10 out of 10. A 10 out of 10. A 10 out of 10. And I will say this before I end this review, that I would like to see Sarah Butler in other movies. She's proven to me that she can grow. You know, when you see somebody, maybe a kid at a young age, maybe 8 years old, and you look at this kid and you say, this kid has talent. I could see this kid in 20 years' time being so good in his profession, whatever it is. She's one of those actresses that she needs to be given bigger roles. She can handle it and she can grow. I really want to see her in other movies. I really want people, directors and producers to pay attention to her. Maybe to see in TV shows or movies. But I like this actress, and I believe she can grow and be in other roles, because she's got this strong character and she's convincing in what she's doing. So yeah, I would like to see more of her, a lot. And if they're going to continue this direction, I would like to see a fourth movie. Why not? You know, if they can make this kind of material, make it fresh every time, why not make a fourth movie? You know, I would really like even a TV series. Why not? If they can find great fresh, new actress and great characters around this character, why not? Or even a new character based on that. Why not make a TV series? So guys, thank you for tuning in again. Thank you for all you guys with your positive feedback. And thank you for supporting me. It's only a month that I have this channel, and I'm doing my best to grow based on the feedback you've given me. And I'll be back very soon with new reviews. Please excuse me for the garden that is cutting the lawn, the grass outside. I hope you could hear me very, very well. And I'll see you very, very soon. Let's talk about movies. Subscribe to my channel if you like my work in Showtime. And have a great day and keep watching those movies. See you very soon and bye-bye.